and talking and hating, I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting, I boost up my rating, you know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations, they can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, out the curb, out the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. When they rush, call, the word I gotta do. I'm moving with it too, I paid it out the yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain won't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a yeah, this bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, out the curb, out the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. When they rush, call, the word I gotta do. I'm moving with it too, I paid it out the fool.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, time to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, out the curb, out the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. When they rush, call, the word I gotta do. I'm moving
The quarterback messes up, doesn't see the blitz, and or the line screws up. The defensive player comes in and hits him hard, and they throw a flag on the defense. So they've almost moved the protection of your opponent to you, as opposed to where it should be, which is on yourself. If you're a quarterback, you have to protect yourself. It should be the responsibility of the team. I think that's a real, it creates a really bad habit here because I feel like I'm basically anything. Run,
they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching like what I don't have a quarter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time you need a do it, Mr. Know I got him pros. I'm really who him.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85.
I'm not trying to hear that shit, fool.
To winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of the field before going out of bounds.
That's all I need to see.
17 yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
Come on, Allen, we need that ball.
Down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett is a rubber touchdown the upper hand as they're on the board first here. This
I missed that. I did.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The slot man in motion right. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifted, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And some
what kind of shit are we doing?
Past the 30. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On the set.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission.
Really want to throw it, though.
And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion, Hill. From the 24, Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. run straight ahead with Wilson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 from the 8. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And
that's funny.
Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing.
Oh, I think it's shit.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail.
Hey, that's funny as hell.
Able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown.
What you said, fool?
Unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
What is Madden for you? Oh, wow. Crazy.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back.
Hey, Eckler, it's time to win MVP now, my boy.
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
Defense did you a favor.
Obviously, they make some adjustments there at the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8.
I ain't like that kind of pissed me off. They want me to have a fucking X-Factor game with Eckler.
It's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. After the run, now Herbert to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing.
This is pissing me off. Damn, I really need that fucking touchdown.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Touchdown, Chargers. It's a passing game to drag it down the field. When they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Hill will for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first.
Bro, Derwin James is smacking that, bro. Like he don't smack shit.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here.
They got Raheem Mostert bouncing off tackles, bro. That's crazy.
First downs, run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Mostert off the option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 30.
Can you tell me why these folks broke so many tackles?
The pick up there, and it's a first down.
No X factor. These are star-level players. Going stupid right now, bro.
How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
That's wicked, cuz. That's wicked.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
Bro, ain't no late hit. I know it ain't. I know it ain't.
That one falls incomplete.
Bro.
Well, let's see who this is on.
And Madden really keeping him in the game right now.
CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks.
I ain't never seen no game do it before. Come on, man. That's my play. That's my play.
Just shy of the 35.
Bro, what?
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the
This is crazy. This man ran my own play for him, man.
That is a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here we go. 8 yards to go on second down.
I'm not running the ball.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what we talk to. That's what we talk
Trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I always laugh when people say, this is the toughest route to defend. Like any of them. Especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Yes. What if you meant?
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things going to making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
I can't say.
Turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down and 4. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards to pick up there.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Herbert on first down now. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. This is caught inside the 15. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphins first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson. Two and now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off.
I would challenge that, but I ain't no time.
What often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis and Bob Ranigan. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? That play sheet for any of its coordinators, they just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On second down, Mostert. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it can get going.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Tua going to try and sneak it, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down. Maybe by
oh my gosh.
They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not
I knew he was going there.
just the 40-yard line. Give him 12
Nobody
yards
going
there.
there.
The Dolphins have a first down.
Nobody going there.
Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Thank you.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, shoot.
37 yards on the run with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I certainly thought he had to prove and work beyond the first down.
I don't get how that's not a catch.
Just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the
We on edge tractor too. You feel me? Don't make sense.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I don't really care. I gotta get this from my boy.
He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 4th down, Herbert. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, we cannot get no type of running. Bro, it's crazy.
They still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Oh, she's so sorry for that.
Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th
Hate
sack
that
of the season.
little
Chalked it
pass
up
rush
as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It's a gain of 35.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down and goal. Herbert flushed out right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word. Because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. from the gun, it's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Yards that time on the punt, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Bro.
In the middle, he's got Gesicki, the 6'5" tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter. But the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know. Maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the 50, here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all-time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 7. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
At this point, this offense feels like they can just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Excuse me.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way
There's no way.
each other's movements.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Eckler.
He's aiming for that.
Bounds across the 30-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Chargers, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year.